Deep within the forests of Shakvan lies a culture unmoved by progress around them. But when that progress threatens their lives, they have a choice: fight or flee. Our heroes arrive just in time to mediate the conflict. However, what they learn may change their minds on who and what they are fighting for. With their new unlikely allies, the heroes uncover a dark secret in the mining town. Now, faced with a choice of their own, turn their backs on a paycheck or do the job. Our heroes are the ones to choose. Get started. Welcome to Justice for Neverwinter. It's the first in a series of adventures dedicated to exploring themes of socially progressive nature and discussing issues relevant to human rights, social justice, and progressive political change. Scary stuff. Can't believe they put politics in Dungeons and Dragons.
How dare they?
Oh my God. What is this world coming to? Each adventure in this series will explore a different real-world issue through the lens of allegory. We are both encouraged to explore these topics collaboratively, and each adventure in the series will contain resources including links to relevant material which can be used to learn more about the subjects and become more involved in those causes. All right, any questions? This is the first. So what we're going to do is something new for character selection. First things first, I need everybody to roll a d6.
Hold on. Let me get my Richard Brooks dice rolling set.
Shameless plug.
Not shameless. There's no. Uh-oh. We got to retrieve our dice. And apparently my There we go.
Well, let's see if you guys can beat that. I rolled a 1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Hey, I'm number 1.
I think it beats my 3.
I too have a 3.
Oh, 2 3s.
2 3s, huh? I hope you hadn't been talking at other points and thinking we were ignoring you.
No, well, I thought you could hear me, but I didn't think that anybody was ignoring me. But no, sorry.
I ignore you, but that's besides the point.
Yes, I'm used to that from you. No, I went to go get my personal dice, and my kids apparently got into them, so now I have to find.
No.
So you're using sugar cubes and some food coloring?
Probably, yes.
Edible dice. Love it.
Should hold up.
I need a snack during all of this. All right. 5.
All right. 3s roll off.
3s roll off.
Dos.
5.
All right. Rick, I'm gonna need you to roll again because you rolled second 5. So
4.
all right. So we have a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5. Correct?
C.
All right. Number 1. Oh, this is gonna be great. You are Darius Morningblaze, a tiefling bard.
Okay.
You can
Interesting.
pull that character sheet right out of the Discord if you'd like.
I will do that.
Number dos, I think you all can see kind of how this is going.
No.
You will be Marzia Kostalazin. I'm a wood elf monk. Background of entertainer. Number 4, you get to be Brianna Hammerdell, a hill dwarf barbarian. Number 5 is Lemmy Gammerglow, a Lightfoot halfling rogue. Now, there are 2 characters that were not chosen. So if anyone just has a absolute not want to play the character that they were drawn, there are 2. You can trade with another character, or you can trade into me, but I get to choose the leftover character that you get.
I mean, I'm good with a monk.
I think I would like to trade in my character.
And you were number 4.
I was number 4.
So we had 1, 2, 4, and 5. So number 3 is available. And
3
number
and 3 and 6 are available.
Oh boy, either one of these would be really good for you. You know what? I'm gonna roll because there's an odd and an even. I'm gonna roll a d6. And
Fair enough.
Odd will be 3, even will be character 6.
Fair enough.
It is a 5, which is odd, which means you get number 3.
I will play the ranger to the best of my ability.
With the background of sage.
Yes.
So he must smell really good.
Yeah. He burns himself to establish.
He has
a mood.
sage in the background, right? Just kind of smoke billowing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's how it works.
Right on. All right. Anybody else want to trade? So the character that you traded in is now in the pool also. So
Yes.
number 4, which was the barbarian hill dwarf, and number 6, which is Sermaros Haversan, the human wizard.
You know, I got to take the chance for that barbarian.
I knew you would. All right, same. Let's see, number 4 and 6. So what we're going to do, since they're both even numbers, is 1, 2, 3 on the same d6 will be the number 4. 4, 5, 6 will be number 6. Sound fair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a 6. You ended up with the wizard.
It's the hairy wizard, Potter.
Yes, it's the hairy wizard, Potter. Which is just the War of the Stars. So.
Yes, there is magic missile. Ha ha!
I mean, what first level wizard doesn't take magic missile? Come on.
Magic missile into the darkness.
That's right.
Yes. All right. So anybody else want to trade, or you all happy with what you got now?
Good.
But just have to spool up
Good.
Chat GPT for some vicious mockery. Hang on a second.
Right on. All right. Next, I need each of you to roll a D4. This is for
D4.
your character's hook into the adventure.
4. What number is that? Oh, that's ugly.
1, 2, 4. All right.
Since I'm horrible with names, do you think we could change our screen names to our character names so that I have even a remote chance of guessing?
Yes, please.
Indeed.
Nikki, what did you roll on that D4? I'm sorry, I missed it. A 3. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Rick,
Yo.
your character owes a considerable sum to ForestCo for services rendered in the past. Whatever services you think those might be, that's completely up to you. Perhaps you purchased something with the promise of repaying, or they cleared a debt in return for you completing a mission. Something along those lines would be fine, would suffice. But you are indebted to ForestCo.
ForestCo.
Yep.
All right.
Sir Marcos, you have a
Senor.
rival. You are the child of a prestigious blacksmith who, due to ForestCo undercutting them on price, struggled to afford to pay the bills.
A nobleman blacksmith. Interesting.
Yes. Well, you're the child of a blacksmith. You could have been born out of wedlock. Your mother may have been messing around with the blacksmith, and she of nobility. I mean, things like this do happen.
Yeah, it does.
But due to ForestCo undercutting your blacksmith father on prices, he was unable to pay the bills, alimony, child support. And as a result, you took up the current occupation to make additional gold. But now you have heard ForestCo is hiring. And you aim to take a job with them in hopes to uncover some of their trade secrets or the materials that you can exploit for your own needs. Number 3 was Lemmy. Is that how we're going to say that? Lemmy?
Lemon.
I have no idea how to even pronounce that.
Or do you go by Jim?
I mean,
Seems
I
like
could
you
go by
might go by-
Jim. Yeah,
You might go by Jim.
that might work.
You are the sibling or spouse, your choice, of a ForestCo employee. Your loved one joined the business during one of the company's recruitment drives, following which they vanished. You are seeking answers and hope that one day ForestCo will give you a chance to uncover some of those clues. And Darius,
Yes, sir.
have joined ForestCo several days ago. Following an interview, you were accepted into the company and now wish for you to take on, and the company now wishes for you to take on a mission as part of your training. You understand, with the right display of attitude, your future in the business could be promising. You're going places, kid. Come
Got
back to this mission. You're going places. Does anyone feel like they want to flush anything out about their character a little bit? I know these are pre-gens. It's completely open to kind of morphing them into whatever we want. And if anybody wants me to copy paste this hook descriptions to them, I can.
Please.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
I'll do them in order.
As context, I'm guessing, I'm maybe you said this, ForestCo is some business.
Think of it
like-
as the
like a-
Walmart.
Like a corrupt
Walmart.
corporation.
Corrupt corporation.
Yeah, they're a
What?
corporation. They're the big boy.
Like what?
Such slander. They are a key employer in this community.
Yes, they are actually. They're the largest employer.
And let's not forget the fireworks display New Year's Eve.
And so Forest Company is a big sawmill, basically. They're a big logging company and mill. Another point before we get started in the game. Do any of your characters, do you wish any of them to have any sort of disability or help or aid, such as a service animal or anything like that? That is, there are mechanics in this module for that. It's one of the things that we can explore by playing this kind of a module. There's no cost to acquire it, and there's no penalty for having it.
No.
I can't think of one.
Wheelchairs, anything like that, like physical, anything. I mean, no, there's no requirement. It's just an option. I want to make sure it's out there.
Just because I think it would be hilarious. Darius has an issue with his voice, and he can only speak in the slightest hushes of a whisper. It makes it a little more interesting playing a bard who can only whisper.
I like it.
Okay. All right. Make sure there's anything else.
God damn it, Zeus.
Hi, Zeus, doggo. And I think that's all the hooks and all of that good stuff. So, you all have been hired by ForestCo. You answered an ad in the local job board outside your favorite tavern, and you were hired by
What's the name of that tavern?
Your favorite tavern?
What's the name of that tavern?
The bar. Or the other bar. Or the other bar.
What about the bar?
Yes, that one is there too.
It's got to be the Naughty Pine.
The Naughty Pine.
The Naughty Pine, that's a different establishment. Floors are a little sticky in there from all the sap.
Oof.
Woo.
The Weeping Willow?
Yeah, the Cracked Tankard.
The Cracked Tankard.
I like that one. Actually, I'm gonna write that one down. The Cracked Tankard. No one understands why their drink goes so fast when they're at the Cracked Tankard.
You'll keep coming back for more at the Cracked Tankard.
That's right.
No matter how much you drink, you're always going to be thirsty.
That's right.
It. You all have been hired by Angward Stonemar, head of industrial operations at ForestCo. You are acting as freelance mercenaries. There is a new up and rising dwarven run industry. ForestCo was formed by a coalition of dwarven businessmen. You would know all this just from the background knowledge of ForestCo. It has been in business for approximately 3 years with the express purpose of growing a sizable consumer base by mining and selling high quality ore. In order to get to that, sometimes they have to cut down trees. So forest. The ore which ForestCo employs mine is treated with an alchemical reagents to make it easier for smiths to work with, while at the same time it retains strength of the blades for a much longer time. They are a strong contender for the largest business of its type within a very short period of time and have enjoyed a rampant expansion. Your mission, though you don't get to choose or not choose to accept it, is you have been hired as mercenaries to seek out these creatures who are undertaking raids on a village called Shakevan. The village is half a day's travel from Neverwinter and is entirely owned by ForestCo. It houses 150 employees of ForestCo, one of the largest mining facilities that the company has. The raids have recently become more brazen and deadly, and the company are hiring independent contractors, such as yourselves, to put it to a stop. So
Okay.
that's kind of the background. As you taken this, you've all been put into a group. And do any of you think that you would have known each other before now? Or are you all complete strangers?
I'm going to say no, because Vicarius hates everyone. Vicarius doesn't like people. Vicarius just wants to be alone. Vicarius owes ForestCo money because he had them mill up 120,000 board feet of lumber to build his Fortress of Solitude, a place where he can get away from everyone and everything because everyone sucks.
All right, fair enough. Vicarus the introvert.
Yes.
Darius is new to the area. He came to this region because of ForestCo and their phenomenal job opportunities and the incredible employee benefits package that they offer. They actually have dental, and you can't get that everywhere.
Right on.
Jim doesn't know anybody. The only reason that they've come to this area is to try to get close to anybody who works at ForestCo, or anybody else that she can get information from to try to find her sibling who vanished after being employed.
Okay.
For Marcos, being the son of a noble lady and a blacksmith, he has that air of superiority, superiority complex to him. So doesn't like to really mingle with the peasant folk.
Right. Gotcha. Cool. So you are you're all given an address and a day and time to appear. And you all arrive in the Blue Lake district, where in Neverwinter, shuffled back discreetly in a small street of the Blue Lake district, is the regional office of ForestCo. It's almost inconspicuous, with white painted walls and dark wooden cladding which surrounds tinted windows. The smell of tobacco catches your nose as you're hurried into the waiting area by a man outside, before gradually being shown into a meticulously tidy office at the back of the building. The room is lined by bookshelves, most of which are empty of anything other than wealthy decorations. A large polished table dominates the room, behind which sits an officious-looking dwarf. He glances over the table, looking at each of you as if analyzing you, and then clasps his hands. Yep, you'll do. You'll do indeed. A bit of gold, I take it. That's what you each want. Well, I've got a job for you if you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. The dwarf motions towards the door, beckoning his assistant, a beleaguered-looking elf who offers the adventurers a cup of coffee. So you each are offered a drink.
Get that dribble away from me.
Very well, sir. Very well. Stonemar looks at each of you and says, please sit. Just put that down, and they'll take it if they want it. Go away. It's an imported blend, if you wanted to know. It's anyway, back to business. ForestCo owns a small town, more like a village, if you will, really. Yes. Shakvan. It doesn't have its own governance. It's managed completely here by us at ForestCo in order to provide housing for our employees at the mine. See, they've been having some problems with kobolds lately. Apparently, tribal little boogers have moved into the area and are raiding the place. We want you to handle it. Any questions?
You're muted.
You're whispering, Darius. You're whispering.
I interrupt immediately, and as I get up out of my chair makes this horrendous squeak against the floor. And I just get up and I walk over to the coffee, and I pour myself a cup of coffee, and I go, do you happen to have a biscuit or a donut or something that could go with the it would really it would be a good addition to the thing.
Oh my God, just spit it out, will you?
He motions to his assistant and bring this lad some honey, would you? It sounds like you got a sore throat.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a condition. It happened when I was a kid. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. But you were saying something. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the coffee. What was that you were saying?
We need you to go kill some kobolds.
Kill
Think you can handle
kobolds, you
that?
say?
If it'll get me out of debt, I'll do whatever it takes. I just want to get away from everything. Everything.
Ah, yeah. I hear you. So we got a yay. Anybody else?
Oh, absolutely. I would gladly do this. This is exactly what I was looking for. It's right up my alley. I've been killing kobolds for all my life. I've been doing it since I was a little kid, even back when I had a voice.
Right. Yep. So we need this done quick. The town's losing money. 3,000 gold this month alone.
And you're only paying us how much gold?
Oh, yes, you'll be paid 150 gold each for your trouble once the job's complete.
I don't think that's going to be enough. That doesn't seem nearly enough due to the fact that the amount of danger in which we're going to be going in. And let's just say the amount that you're losing compared to, let's just say 10% of that for each of us. So 300 gold apiece would be more prosperitable for you.
Make a persuasion roll for me.
$13 total.
Ooh. You drive a hard bargain, eh? I can't do 300 though. That's a bit much. That's almost half the month's earnings out the city. We just need you guys to clean this up. Tell you what, if you take care of all of them, the raids stop. Maybe we get you a bonus 50 gold pieces.
So 2 total.
You can do the math. Yes, sir.
That seems a little bit more appropriate.
Yeah, all right, I'll do it for 2.
So it is then, eh? All right. Well, we need you to get on out to Shake Man. I've arranged your transport. Every month we dispatch supplies to the village from here in Neverwinter. The couriers who run the caravan are ForestCo employees, and we'll get you to the village along with the next shipment, which is due to leave tomorrow morning. First thing, don't be late or you don't get paid. They'll also make sure you come back after this. Well, if you're alive.
Whatever.
I'm good.
Yep.
Let's go.
Very well. Make off with you then, hey?
Good riddance.
I stand up, I spit in my hand, I reach it out towards the guy talking to shake his hand and go, I'm not afraid of getting my hands dirty. See, I can get my hands dirty too, just like everybody else.
I just shake my head, go, oh my gosh, this guy.
He's an eager one, eh? Yeah, he's probably gonna die first.
He definitely is a special one, that's for sure.
I got more folks to see. I need you guys to head on out, please.
I just
Would
walk
you
out.
see them out, please? Leave the coffee cup. You sticky fingered one. Please leave it. Saw that. Get anything after off of ForestCo you don't earn.
And I'm licking the honey off of my fingers. I guess they are kind of sticky. And I set the cup down on his desk, and then I leave.
Okay.
I want to see if I can walk out with a cup.
Okay. What
I'm
are
just
you
gonna
what are you
walk
trying to what are you using?
I mean, I'm just going to see if I can walk out with the cup.
Oh,
Just do. Props.
I want to see if when we stand up to walk out, if I can accidentally knock any files off of the desk to see if I can't see some information.
okay.
I guess I'll just try to pocket it.
You gonna pocket an entire mug?
That's some deep pockets, eh? Cool. This sounds like fun. So these might happen at the same time. How about that? That would give Vickers an advantage as Jim is gonna stumble and knock some files off. Let's see what Stonemar's reaction is to this. All right. Jim, go ahead and I guess make me an investigate roll as you knock, you kind of stumble into the desk, you knock some folders over, make me an investigation roll. And Vickers can make, trying to see what skill that would be for Vickers.
I mean, it'd be Dex.
I guess it's just a straight dex, yeah, because he doesn't really have any like sleight of hand or anything being a ranger. Yeah.
What's a dirty 20?
A dirty 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, so I'm gonna use it's a little bit more difficult for me to roll here because I don't have a lot of space. So I'm actually gonna use D&D Beyond to roll
Whatever you want to use. Works for me.
investigate. I got a 17 plus 1.
Okay. So 18 total. Nice. So Vickers, you're able to pocket the mug into your kind of slip it into, you have an inside pocket on your cloak.
Yep.
And you fold your arms in your cloak and just drop it in as the papers go scattering. The Stonemar's, dang it, you what? So what are you doing? And you see a list of names at the top of the page. The heading says missing employees.
Oh, clumsy halflings. Come here. Get over here. As I go over, grab Grimmer by the arm. Come on.
I'm actually trying to, like, as he's grabbing me, I'm trying to like grab as
Klutz.
many papers as I can.
And as Jem and all of this is going on, as Jem starts to come up, I am going to go down to try to help pick up the papers, and I'm going to bonk my head right into Jem's.
Oh, I'm surrounded by buffoons.
Oh, and I'm so small that it just knocks me out.
It doesn't knock you out, but it definitely makes you see stars. You kind of lose your vision on the papers that you're trying to you grab one, you don't know which one it is, but you've got a paper and you hope that it's the right one.
And while I'm down there, I'm going to start sweeping all of the papers together into one really big, messy pile. And I'm going to, clumsily crunch them together into a mass, and then just, pick them up, suddenly jump up and, pop up from in front of the desk and just drop them down on the desk.
As you do, several of them stick to your hands as your fingers are covered in honey, and you're standing there kind of shaking the paper. Stonemar you could see this dwarf turning redder and redder with anger as he's staring at you all, and he goes, "You know what? Forget the bonus. You don't get the bonus now. Just get the hell out of my office. I'm done with the lot of you. Just get out."
No, I can help you with this.
No, you've done quite enough. Thank you very much, young man. Be on your way.
Come
I took
on now.
filing in school.
As-
I'm good at this, really.
As I take Darius by the back of the neck, let's go. We are leaving now, children.
Am I still being
I'm
carried
already out of the
out
room. I walked
under your arm?
Yes.
Nice.
And after I walked out of the room, as Marcos is bringing the other two out, I leaned my head back in and I said, "Notice that I was already out of the room. I had nothing to do with that debacle. Don't hold that against me. They're idiots."
He looks at you and you swear you see steam coming out of his ears, and he just points at the hallway. He is more angry than anger you've ever seen a dwarf. And
Whatever.
so what do y'all do? You get out of there finally. You're back into the streets. You're in Neverwinter.
Nights.
As
I
after
start
everybody,
kicking and wailing, "Put me down. I'm a grown-up."
Fine. I'll put you down as I just lift my arm up and let her fall.
Knew that was coming. Oh,
Oh,
make a deck save.
rude.
You're nimble. You're a halfling. You should be nimble.
18.
Yeah, you pull it off. You
Like
catch
reflexes.
yourself and kind of acrobatically bounce up off the ground and dust yourself off.
as
Giving him a dirty look the entire time.
No.
You and me's gonna have problems, buddy.
You do realize that I did that on purpose, right?
Is your problem because I'm small?
No.
Are you against people who are short?
No. You were making it a little bit too obvious that you were trying to look at something. Now let's get off the streets and talk.
Fine.
Like civilized people, as I look over at Darius.
I too look at Darius and go, "Look, buddy, you're gonna have to rein it in just a little bit. You're gonna have to calm down. Just calm down." And I pull the mug out and I do a little finger twirl with the handle and I hand it to him. I say, "Here, take this, just a little something. Calm down."
So let's all go to the bar.
You took a
And-
mug. You swiped a mug.
I don't have a mug. You have a mug. Let's go.
That's against company policy.
I don't. You have a mug. Let's go.
You
You
could
shouldn't have
get
given him the mug.
fired for this.
You
Well,
flip
then,
the mug
you
over,
need to
and
take
on the
care of the
bottom, the mug is branded on the bottom with the ForestCo emblem. It says "Property of ForestCo."
You're gonna have to do something about that mug. Your sticky fingerprints are all over it now.
Yes, they are.
And
Mine.
I just hand it to Jem.
Want this for? I don't want this. And she hands it to Sir Marcos.
I just
I'm
put my
already
hands
gone.
up.
I'm already
Nope.
gone. You can't give it back to me.
I start walking away with my hands up in the air.
I drop it. Nope.
About 2 blocks away is the Cracked Tankard Tavern, where you have all frequented this establishment before. If you wish to go there and talk, I think I heard someone say, "Let's go and talk about this at the tavern."
Yep.
All right. So you make your way in, you find a table, sit down, barmaid comes over, do you order drinks, whatever you would normally do in a tavern.
Wine, and do not, for the love of all the gods, water it down.
Of course. We don't do that in
Darling?
this establishment.
Darling, just bring me the biggest pitcher of ale you've got. And I wink.
Right. Okay. Anyone else?
Ale. Just bring me an ale. Just
A bucket of ale, then it is for the table, and a glass of wine for.
For Snooty McSnooter pants over here.
I'll have the water that you were gonna put in his wine. Just a glass of water would be fine.
Very well. Lemon or no? Sounds
Please.
like a little
Yes.
raspy.
Yes, lemon. Yes.
Excellent. She walks off. Obviously, like shaking her head, like this is a weird group. She's seen a lot of groups come in, but you all four, you see her talking at the bar. If you watch her, you can almost tell she's like, I never would have expected these four to be at a table together. Like I've seen them all here before. Like you've all been in this tavern before, but never would you have thought that the four of you would be sitting at a table together. So, what's your conversation?
so. Has anybody actually encountered a cobalt before?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean,
Darius, have you?
A what? Have I ever
Oh my God.
encountered a
Am
what?
I the only one here that's ever experienced a cobalt before?
I've read about them. That's basically it.
Yeah,
You all are gonna
I've
get us killed.
read about them. I mean, I've trained, to fight them, but I've never actually seen one in person.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Oh,
We're gonna
Victorious,
don't
just-
worry. You just take the front line. I'll stand right behind you and make sure that I blast whatever you miss.
I don't miss.
Right.
I don't miss.
Now, Gem. Talking about being
Mm.
obvious with the paperwork.
That reminds me. And she goes to pull the paper out that she.
Oh
she
God,
doesn't
you even brought it with you.
All
At
right.
least I was smart enough to get rid of the mug.
Ah,
Yeah, there's the seal, it's on the paper. The bottom of every page there, there's the seal of ForestCo, and the letterhead, ForestCo letterhead is there at the top. And the title of the page is Missing Employees, and it's just a list of names. There's probably 50 or 60 names on this page alone.
now with that particular page, Gem, we don't know how they went missing. We don't know where they went missing. We just know that they're missing. They could all be from the kobolds. We don't know. We're gonna have to investigate
Mhm.
this. But no matter what, did you happen to grab any more papers? Maybe invoices, perhaps? Or
No, because Gary is here,
Darius?
headbutted me, and
Yeah,
I dropped all the extra papers.
What, Darius? What about those papers that are still stuck to your hands?
And I just hold up my hands and went, these?
Yes, so let me just stay right there. Just don't move. Just don't
Here.
move.
I'm gonna need a minute.
We just start slowly peeling each of the pieces of paper from his fingers.
Don't tear them.
About
Don't
that
tear
time,
'em.
the barmaid
tear
comes
'em.
back with your drinks and, is this a bad time? And just starts setting them down. Big bucket of ale with a ladle stuck in it. The outside of the bucket is dripping. It's wet. Like they just dip it in a big barrel and bring it out.
I just take my mug and scoop out a whole tankard of ale out of the bucket.
And
I
I
don't
pick
even
up all
notice.
the papers that we have on the table and hold them up as high as my little arms will take them.
Yeah, you're like just above the bucket.
Just above the book.
Cool. Yeah, she sets it down and walks away and just shakes her head and walks away. Goes to another nearby table to check on them.
Okay, so we have the missing people. We have what else? Do you want me to do
Make an
A
investigate
roll?
roll, yeah.
let's see, investigate falls underneath intellect if memory serves me correct.
Intelligence, yeah.
Yes. Nat 20 plus 3.
Cool. Make me a D100 50-50 roll.
Uh, 20.
20. All right. This is an invoice for some kind of not vats, damn it, barrels of something you've never heard of before. It's some kind of barrel of something. It's called, damn it,
A barrel of damn it.
a barrel of damn it. Yeah. Can't remember.
God damn it, Bobby.
Trying to remember the name of that stuff.
The alchemical elixir.
Yep. They actually don't have a name for it in here. So yeah.
So we're
You
thinking it's like a
are-
toxic waste.
Or a mineral of some type that's unknown.
It's how they're getting rid of all the bodies for the missing people. I'm just saying.
Really? I would have thought they would just fed them to the hogs.
Do they have access to hogs?
It's
Well,
a town.
sure.
Probably.
They just go up to some farmer's yard and just like drop the bodies in the
Yeah, sure.
pen.
Did you
Don't
hear
worry,
the
we
guy's
got feed the
accent? I
pigs.
mean, clearly the mafia. He's a peaky blinder, eh?
We're just taking care of the pigs for you, boss. Here you go. Ah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's an invoice for some kind of barrels of like 10 barrels of elixir of some kind.
Unknown elixir.
I'm not drinking it this time.
It would make your blade last longer.
Up to 4 hours.
Any longer than that, you should seek medical attention. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. What have I gotten myself into, y'all? That one's making it the outtake reel. It's got to. Oh boy. Rein it in. Rein it
right.
in. All right.
So I'm gonna stand up in the chair so I can actually get the ale into a cup for myself. Try not to fall into the bucket.
All right.
All right. So missing people, mysterious barrels, and what about that third paper since he'd had one stuck to each hand?
Yeah, the third paper appears to be a manifest of a shipment of ore.
And that ore was going to
Neverwinter.
okay, so that was just coming straight here.
Yeah, it was 4 wagons, Neverwinter, basically. And it says tonnage of ore and all that. Good stuff.
Okay.
So now that we've got this taken care of, obviously Gem, Gem, if you would be so kind to keep these hidden, since I feel you might be the best person for that. We
I'll
can then
roll up the papers as small as I can get it and stick it in my vest here.
so let's start talking about these kobolds. Obviously, they're humanoid-ish. From what I understand, they can also use weapons, maybe higher level ones can use magic. Not really sure. That was a little vague in my books. But I do remember them saying that they'd like to hunt in packs. So we're gonna have to be prepared for that.
Well, why don't we just ask the resident expert over here, Vicarius?
What do you want? What do you want to know?
Well,
Tell us all about these.
They're
Kobolds
ugly
you've
and they're
battled before.
dangerous and they'll kill you. What else do you want to know?
Do they have mean, nasty teeth?
Sure. Does that help you picture them?
How do you beat them?
Yes.
How many usually come together when fighting?
They like to fight in packs, so be prepared for more than one.
are we talking like 5, 6, 15?
Yeah, sure.
This guy's great. So helpful. He's
Wow.
just gonna be a blast to work with, guys.
This entire thing's gonna be absolutely fantastic.
It's gonna be great. Ooh, good to know.
Says the high and mighty nobleman over here.
Mhm.
I'm just glad I got some lemon in my water.
You should dunk your fingers into the water and mix some of that honey with the lemon. That might help your throat.
No, I got a better idea.
Oh, God. Can we get this man a moist towelette?
Did we pass a horse trough outside or something? Because I feel like I need to drown somebody.
And then I take my now wet hand and I pat Vicarius on the back. No, it's okay, everybody. I got you here. And I dry my hand.
I can't wait for this job to be done. I can't wait for this to be done.
Well, it can't be done until we get started.
We can't start until morning. Unless.
That's not my fault.
How far away
Vicarage.
is this town that we need to go to? Does anybody know how far away this town is that we need to go to? Are we familiar enough with the area?
No, you wouldn't know how
So
far.
we
it
need
is.
to get our hands on a map so we can figure out.
What was the name of that place again?
Shake Van.
Shake Van?
Yep.
Waitress. Come here.
She comes over. Yes, you need a refill or something. What's up?
No, I got a question for you.
Sure.
How far away what was the name of the place again? I really just
Shake
forgot.
Van.
Shake Van.
How far away is Shake Van?
The ForestCo village.
Yes. How far away is that?
I don't know. Almost a day's ride, I guess.
A day's ride.
Yeah, with
Which
the way,
one?
that's what they tell me anyway. They come in the mornings to get breakfast here before they leave out. The caravans.
Oh, do you guys make those little mini waffles?
Oh my God.
No, you have us confused with the waffle barn.
Oh,
Yeah, Manor. They. I think it's they. I think they like to be called they. Manor comes in here every morning or when there's caravans leaving out.
Yeah. There's one leaving tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
Do they leave every day?
Well, it's about every third day because they'd leave.
Every
Then
third day.
they're there a day, they come back, and then the cycle that just kind of repeats. It's about every 3 or 4 days.
Is there
Why you
something
headed to
around-
Shake Van? What's got you in Shake
Yeah, I
Van?
mean, might have a little bit of business there, maybe.
Oh, you going to work for ForestCo, huh? Great.
Really? We're just
Why?
gonna tell everybody our business.
You know, my
Wow.
sister went to work for ForestCo. She did really well for herself, moved up into management, and has a nice little house now in
Yeah?
the
Good
Green
for
District.
her.
Yeah.
If I
And what
wanted
was
your
her name?
sister's life story, I'd asked for it.
no. What was your sister's name?
Oh,
Betty Jean.
I'm sorry. What was that?
My sister's name is Betty Jean.
Betty Jean. Okay, thank you. And you said worked for ForestCo in which division?
She's in the employee relations.
So in other words, red light district.
Well, got to keep the spirits up somehow. Apparently, in those mining towns, that work can get pretty rough.
Oh,
I
they
prefer
keep
to-
them up real well, don't they?
I prefer to call it entertainment, but that's okay.
She could be in human resources, guys. Come on.
Yeah, as the human resource.
Oh,
All right, no, just hear me out. I was thinking maybe we just go, like tonight. We just go.
And how do you expect us to do that? Since it's about a day's ride, we don't have the exact directions. And if we were to walk, we're
Which
looking
way-
at least 3 days.
Which way is Shake Vein? Which way is it?
I've
We
never
need a
been.
map.
You've never been? Okay.
No, I've never been. They just,
We need to get our hands on a map, guys.
she points at the wall and there's a huge map of Neverwinter and the surrounding area on the wall.
All right. I will go and look at the map. Can I find Shake Vein on it?
Can you draw, like take a piece of paper and like draw it on there?
Probably.
Okay. That'd be helpful. Don't look at me like that.
Probably.
Ah. To you, Shake Man looks much farther than a day. Even riding.
Hmm. A day, huh? But that doesn't look like a day. How far does it look to me?
You would estimate maybe 3 days.
3
A
days.
slow moving caravan. Yeah.
They must not be. If they can make it in a day, they got to be moving
Or magic.
or magic.
Or it's going to take longer than a day.
Yeah,
But
but they have.
if the caravan's coming back every 3 to 4 days, that means that they're
Yeah.
making it there in a day and a half, day to day and a half, and then turning around and coming right back.
Exactly.
And
Unless they had
that's-
2 caravans running.
Well, according to the bar wench, it's the same group.
If a caravan
Whoa.
left Neverwinter at 8 a.m. on Tuesday and another caravan left Shake Van at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, what time would they
No.
cross?
No. Let's not go there.
You're overthinking it. From what was told to us, it's the same caravan going every
Yes.
3 to 4 days. There is no secondary caravan, nothing like that.
So you
it's
guys want
either
to leave with the caravan in the morning. So by the time we get there, it's going to be night. And we're not going to be able to do anything anyways. But if we figure out a way to leave tonight and travel, we'll have more daylight when we get there to try to get something done. They say as they stand there trying to look like they're big and bad and smart. Tiny little 3-foot person.
I would like to find out. I would like to see if I can find out if the wagon or wagons for the caravan are already here in Neverwinter.
All right. You will have to do some sleuthing and investigating and asking around as to learn the location of ForestCo's stables.
Okay.
Who do you wish to sleuth and ask around?
I'm gonna jump up on the table and ask anybody in the bar if they work for ForestCo. As loud as I can.
Yeah, okay.
I eagerly raise my hand.
Not you. We know you work there.
Oh, I bring my hand down.
There are a few others in the bar, and you also hear a lot of clamoring and some people like sit down. Nobody cares about ForestCo. You know, that kind of.
So seeing a couple of them that have raised their hands, I go over and ask them, you know, hey, do you know where the stable is? We're supposed to catch a ride with them in the morning. We want to make sure that we don't miss them, you know, all that good stuff. Where's the stable at?
The ones that you talk to don't know offhand. Would you roll on your investigate?
24.
24. So after asking several around, eventually you find out that the stables are on the other end of the district that you're in, near one of the exit gates. That's where ForestCo has a warehouse and their stables.
All right. So I say we take a little trip to the other side of the district.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay here for a while.
You are not.
I'm finishing my wine first before I'm getting up.
And I hit the bottom of his glass of wine.
You little.
And then I take off running as fast as I can carry me.
I will get you. As I go chasing after her.
That's better than what I was going to do.
I am going to punt you like the proverbial rock in the road that you are.
I get in between Jem and Marcos and I go, look, the sooner we get going, the sooner we can be done with this.
Exactly. He gets it. And then I stick my tongue out at Sir Marcos from behind Vickers.
We'll get you another glass of wine somewhere.
Yeah, there's only like 11,000 bars in Neverwinter.
Oh, don't worry. I already took care of it.
That better be in a travel glass.
All glasses are travel glasses as I carry the mug out of the bar.
Did he just steal another mug?
Yep.
As I follow Vickers out.
All right. Now I have to look up and see if Neverwinter has an open container law.
It's just fruit juice. What are you talking about?
It's just a little fermented. Fermented fruit juice. All right, cool.
It has a kick, that's for sure.
Yeah. You all head out. You notice that the area that the person told you about, it's also near the docks on the far end of the district that you're in. So obviously that is a pretty common place for storing things that you need to trade and sell and whatnot on the docks in Neverwinter. You get down to the docks and there's a clear as day ForestCo warehouse, huge sign. They are very proud of their business. Dwarves are a proud people anyway, and they're everything about this warehouse is pride of ForestCo. You can see there is an attached stable house. The doors that lead in are iron banded. They're big double doors, big enough to let in large wagons. There are a couple guards out front.
Okay. I think we got to get inside there.
I think we should wait until morning.
Well, nobody asked
Just-
you what you think, so
If we go with the caravan in the morning, we'll get there by nightfall. we will have some time, or we got little Miss Sneaky Feet over there that could go over, just go around when nobody's looking.
I'm down.
I mean,
I'm ready
why
to go in there.
why put ourselves through so much stress to get out there tonight when they're leaving in the morning anyways?
Because the sooner we get there, the sooner we get done.
Haste makes waste, my friend.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that theory.
And I don't subscribe to you being a friend, so
Well, that's
I've
good
already-
because
Suck it
I
up,
don't like
Buttercup.
you, so it's
While
fine.
they're arguing, I've already taken off to go inside the warehouse to look
wait.
around.
Jim, wait. I think I can make it easier for you. I think I can make it easier for you. Hang on a second.
what are you gonna do? Hit it with a rock?
Yes. No. So yeah, 30 feet. How far away from the warehouse would you say we are in our wherever we are? Like how close are we? How close would we get without really drawing attention from anybody?
I mean, there are people walking down the street, and the street borders the warehouse. So I mean, you can walk right past it.
Okay. So about I want to cast minor illusion. And the illusion that I would like to cast is let's see here. Drums. What I'd like to cast is about get within 10 feet of them and about 20 feet away from where they are. I just want to see if I can cast two people kind of getting into a fight, like an argument.
You really need to
Just as a
cast that? We were
distraction.
just fighting ourselves.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, that's yeah. Sure. You can make that illusion.
All right. And the point is to distract their attention so that Jim can sneak by them.
Gotcha. Well, one of them is completely distracted. The other one mans his post. One of them starts walking over towards the illusion. Hey, you two, knock it off. Get out of here. The other one turns to look to watch his partner. Jim, you're going to try to slip by them, I take it?
Yes. Nobody ever notices me. I'm so small.
Yeah.
Nobody pays attention to us little people.
Well,
For good reason.
just so you know that Vicarus isn't any taller than you. In fact, you might have an inch or two on him.
Yeah, I'm a gnome, so
He's a forest gnome.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, go ahead and make your stealth there.
Uh, 18 plus 7, 25.
Holy cow! Wow, how are y'all rolling so awesome? No,
Well, I mean, I'm a rogue, so my stealth is one of my
yeah, no, you're good. And you're naturally stealthy because you're, a halfling. Yeah, you get past the guard and you reach for the door and it is locked. And just about that time, the other guard, he realizes that this is an illusion. Like it's not real. He like swipes at the people and they're not, his hand goes right through them and he turns around and goes, "Hey man, what's going on?" As I rolled a nat 20 on his perception.
Oh no. Oh no.
You by the door, grab her. And the other guard turns around and looks down at you and lunges for you.
Kick him in the shin and take off running.
We'll do opposed dex check.
Oh crap.
See if you can get away from him. Unless you wanted to use any of your abilities. Or if anybody else is going to make themselves known a part of this. Marcos just sips his wine.
Dexterity. 9 plus 3, so 12.
12. Rolled a 14. So he grabs you by the jacket, whatever your
My little legs kick it.
picks you up off the ground. Just what do you think you're doing?
Put me down. I wasn't doing anything. I work for ForestCo.
Well, I don't recognize you. You're not supposed to be here.
About
Who
this
says?
time,
Go ahead.
about this time, I come walking over and I said, "No, it's true. It's true. We do work for you. We're supposed to catch a ride in the morning. We wanted to find out where we're supposed to be because what's this Stonemar got mad about something and threw us out of the office, but we're supposed to go to tomorrow. We're supposed to go take care of kobolds or something for you."
Oh, you're those crews.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't need to be sniffing around here at night.
Nobody's sniffing anything.
Well, she's, to get your friend, you know where we are. Come back in the morning.
What time?
Sunrise. Caravans leave at sunrise. Be here before they leave or you get left behind.
Are the wagons outside the caravan? Are they outside or are they in the warehouse?
Everything's inside.
Are there any other entrances to the building?
None that you've seen. But you've only been to this one side of the building.
Okay.
The street side, which looks like, the employee entrance and the wagon entrance. And so he puts you down, Jim, and kind of gives you a little shove back kind of towards the street.
Rude.
You shorties need to get out of here. Okay. Just go, come back in the morning, you two.
And I
You're
turn
lucky
around and I puff up my
stared you in the
chest.
shin.
How dare you call me a shorty? I am not short. I am of average height.
As I walk over,
For short people.
My character has a Napoleon complex, so
hey, short stack, let's go.
okay. Someone's getting messed up.
Oh, good evening, sir. How are you? These folks
Evening.
with you?
Unfortunately,
Apologies for the trouble, good sir. Please accept our apologies on behalf of ForestCo. Will please. I hear they had a run-in with Stonemar earlier. He can get people a little antsy. Our apologies.
oh yes. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure that this time it was warranted. And as you can tell, I do a lot of babysitting.
He laughs with you, and yes, apparently you must have the patience of a stone.
Ooh, I
Well-
can't wait till he goes to sleep. I'm dipping his fingers in hot water.
Allow me to remove these two. So I bid you a good morrow, sir.
Yes, good evening, sir. Please, we'll see your party in the morning. And they
Let's go, you two.
Yeah, you must have some, that air of nobility that surrounds your character, and they just, oh well, yeah, hey, oh well, hello, sir.
It's
and kind
called the pompous ass.
Mm-hmm.
that's
It is a
that's
nice
the
ass.
cologne he wears.
It definitely is a nice ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's the name of the cologne he wears, pompous ass.
By nice.
By nice, yeah. Awesome. So what do y'all do as Sir Marcos comes and kind of collects you? Darius, you've watched this whole thing go down.
Yes, I have. Quite amusingly. And what I've realized is clearly these are rank amateurs I am with. And I am looking for half a dozen bottles of the cheapest wine I can find. And then I'm going to stuff them in various pockets and pouches and spots on me, recognizing that we are headed to a location that is a company town. Chances are excellent that everything that gets brought into company town is company property. In which case, if anybody brings something in from that isn't company property, they can score a very nice price, and it might come in very handy in finding out some information down the road. So I'm going to make sure to find myself some cheap wine.
Yeah, you can find stop at various markets along the way and pick up a few bottles of wine. That should not be hard.
An 11.7 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Each bottle will cost you 2 gold pieces, even for the cheap stuff in the district you're in. That's about the cheapest they come. Anybody else? I'm going to tell you, this is on your kind of your way back to wherever you're staying here in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Perhaps the
Sure.
Cracked Tankard is where you're staying.
Yeah.
As I go up to my room and lock the door behind me.
Jeez, he's grumpy.
I am surrounded by imbeciles. Muffled to the door.
When
Darius.
we get back to the Cracked Tankard, I'm gonna head into the bar and find a nice comfortable spot, nice comfortable location that is a little bit front and center, good angle on lots of tables and such, and order up another one of those waters with lemon.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough.
And while I'm there, I'm going to pull out my guitar, and I am going to start to belt out several tunes, start playing some music, because the bar's kind of quiet, and nothing livens up a bar like somebody playing some music. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start off with a rounding rendition of Betty Jean, sung to the tune of Billie Jean.
Oh God, you're so off key.
You can hear it upstairs. It's pretty bad. Make me a performance.
Keep it going. As long as it annoys the shit out of Sir Marcos, keep it going. Yes. I will cheer you on. I will even tip you.
That's a 14.
Yeah, not bad. You end the song and you get some claps and some copper pieces and thrown your way.
And I then transition into a rounding rendition of the finest lady of all the land, and I insert the name of the bartender who was serving us. And when I finish up that song, I say, and don't forget to tip your server well, for it is their job. For they are the reason that you are having so much fun right now. And with that, I take my hat off and I pass it around the bar and, walk around to everybody and talk them up a little bit, take requests, any requests or anything like that.
Yeah. Make another performance roll on that one though.
Okay. That was an 18.
Yeah, you do even better on this one, and the barkeep as well as the barmaids all kind of additionally give you extra claps. You end up with about 5 gold pieces total in your hat at the end of walking around. Jim and Vickers, as this display of bardic ability is being put on, what are you doing? Are you staying in the tavern floor or are you heading upstairs?
I'm sitting here drinking, enjoying him annoying the shit out of Sir Marcos. And once he's done and it gets late, I'll head upstairs to go to sleep.
I think Vicarius would have just gone upstairs because he hates everyone. So
yeah, makes sense. Okay. And Sir Marcos is already upstairs trying to sleep, folding the pillow over his head. Of course, you paid the extra for the pillow. Not every room comes standard with a pillow.
Why do I have to be around a tone deaf fool?
Cool. Yeah, a couple more tunes. You've got the spirits flowing and everyone's feeling really well. And then the bell rings and it's last call and they're kind of closing down the place. So you all know that.
Ooh, I
the
just
sun-
thought,
Yeah.
is anybody there drunk enough yet that works at ForestCo that would spill secrets?
I mean, you could kind of try to chum up to people if you'd like. And
Yeah, I'm thinking I might do that. As it's last call, I might buy some people their last drink of the night and see if I can get them to talk.
sure, go for it.
I will help Jim in trying to do that.
Cool. So, yeah, what secrets are you trying to pull out of these folks, and then make me a persuasion roll as you try.
I want to find out about the missing employees. And persuasion 8.
Does that include your +7 to persuasion?
Oh no, that only included my +3. So yeah,
So that'd be
that
15.
gives me better. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that guy. He's. Yeah, my buddy. He went missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did he go missing?
It's been a few weeks now. We were up in Shake Van, and he went out on an ore run deep in the forest. I had the day off that day. We alternated shifts, and he just never came back. They said there was a mining accident. 6 people collapsed in a shaft.
So are there a lot of people that go missing?
Oh yeah, mining's a dangerous profession. As soon as I get enough money saved up, I'm getting out of it. It's just too dangerous. People go missing all the time, and like they work you hard and don't give you the proper protection that you need. Make you work long hours, and it's tough. Union does what they can for us, but sometimes it's just not enough.
How many people would you say have gone missing in the last couple weeks?
Well, they say it's all, shaft collapses. About a dozen, I guess, maybe 3 different times. Yeah, total of a dozen.
All of them are the mining accidents?
Yeah, we're exploring a new shaft in the mine, and so when you do that and then the digging happens, he goes into this long explanation of how mine collapses happen, and kind of drones on about it. More information than you really care to know about mine collapses.
So at this point, I'm just sitting there nodding.
Yeah, he's talking about, he gets into talking about shoring and cross beams and weight allocation, and he's off the path of missing people at this point. It's drunk talk.
Got it. All right. That's good for me. I mean, at least it gives me an idea of where everybody's going missing at.
All right. Anything else before we wrap the tavern scene?
Nope.
Awesome. You go upstairs, catch your Z's, get up in the morning to the smell of a breakfast, head downstairs and get some food, head outside, I guess, ready to go meet the caravan.
Yeah.
Cool. You make your way through the streets of Neverwinter back to the warehouse you were the night before. Standing outside is a half elf wearing bright blues and greens, which accentuate their sandy hair, which is kept tied in a short ponytail and has deep brown eyes. Stands at the head of the caravan, kind of gathering people up, giving out orders. You see satchels, bags, casks, and crates stacked on the caravan.
Okay.
A thin layer of mist has formed close to the ground this morning below a crimson orange sky. The street itself is chilly and filled with the 3 wagons. Several other brawny individuals load them up, filling them with the meats and fruits in one wagon, clothing and fabrics in another, and assorted knickknacks in the last. As the half-elf glances over and waves, "Ah, are you 4? They're the passengers for Shaky Van."
Yeah.
Yep.
That we are.
Fantastic. I heard you'd be here this morning. I'm Manier Elmsware, the lead of the caravan. Please feel free to hop on. It appears that we are right on time.
As I drag Vass over to the carriage and just kind of shimmy up there and like, ugh.
Can I climb? Are Vicarius and I too short to climb up? Or is there a ladder?
Well, the brawny individuals loading the casks and crates and whatnot will load you onto the wagons as well.
I climb up the
Awesome.
wheel.
Climb up the wheel, refusing their assistance.
Yep.
No, I've got this. I'm fine. I tell you. Grown ass man.
Do not touch
Each
them.
one of the wagons is emblazoned with the logo of ForestCo, as are the saddles, the brands on the horses pulling the wagons. It's clear this is a company wagon train.
I know advertisement's important, but isn't this a little bit of overkill?
They gotta, they're really proud of it. Once you get settled
Proud
in
of
there,
something, that's for sure.
yeah, they are.
Just hush and drink your wine.
It's morning. I don't drink wine in the morning. What do you think I am, a lush?
Yes.
I mean, are we being honest?
Yes.
Well, that would be a first, right? And Maynard tells you, hop in the back there. We've got plenty of bedding. Just make yourselves comfortable. no need to do anything. The crew's got it all. Just sit back, enjoy the ride, and we'll be to Shake Van in no time.
I wasn't
how
planning on
long?
doing
How long
anything.
is it going to take us to get there?
It shouldn't take too long. Weather's been pretty good lately. The trip typically is between 2 and 3 days.
Okay.
I lean over and
Interesting.
whisper towards Sir Marcus. See, I told you we should have left last night. This is gonna take longer.
It would have taken us longer to get if we left on foot last night. 2 to
Right.
3 days, you're talking about close to a week on foot. Probably even longer with your short little legs. Unless you
could have
just
found
start
horses.
going really fast with your feet.
No, I'd make you carry me.
Like that's ever gonna happen. Again.
Again. Nice. And with that, the wagon lead Maynard is all right, everybody, load it up. Let's go. You know the drill. Let's keep it safe to Shake Van. Nothing in, nothing out.
That's what she said.
And the wagons lurch forward as you begin your journey from the warehouse to Shake Van.